Hey there! Did you know that you could get paid to spend time on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube? As you know, businesses of all sizes are getting a presence on social media sites right now. Think of how many business profiles you've seen on Facebook and Twitter for all types of businesses, right from the big giants like McDonald's and Coca-Cola down to your local hardware store. Every business is trying to get attention on social media sites and get more fans, likes, tweets, and followers. All of this takes time, knowledge, and persistence, which many business owners are short on because they're busy with the day-to-day running of their businesses. So they're outsourcing all of this work on the social media sites such as Facebook and Twitter to other people. To people just like you. They're paying people just like you as much as $25 to $35 per hour to do simple tasks such as posting Facebook status updates, uploading videos to YouTube, tweeting special offers and promotions, commenting and liking YouTube videos, and many more easy social media jobs. You don't need any previous experience, just a knowledge of how to use social media sites such as Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and a few spare hours each week. You get paid directly into your bank account at the end of each week, and you can begin work right away. We have employers currently hiring people from all over the world for jobs just like these right now. It just takes a couple of minutes. Try it now.
Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. They're not only a way to stay connected these days, but they're also very important tools for businesses. Some companies now dishing out hefty salaries to help manage their social media presence. Fox 7's Fody Kalergis joining us with more on that. Hey, Fody.
Hey, Mike. Yeah, this social media thing has really given birth to an entire new industry. Meet the social media managers. They get paid to tweet, follow, make Facebook posts, and to keep your business relevant. The best part, some are making six figures doing it.
I got laid off. It was a time when that was happening.
It was about 2 years ago. Kate Buck was like millions around the country, unemployed with lots of time to reflect.
I had been playing around a lot on Twitter and Facebook, and what I saw was, I just started noticing, I saw people who had large followings, people whose followings were growing. I saw a lot of complaining that they had so many direct messages and private messages, or they had so many replies that they couldn't manage it all.
It was then Kate seized the opportunity and started KBJ Online, a social media management company that tweets, writes posts, pokes, and blogs for major brands around Austin.
It's flexible and it's fun, so it's not a job that I hate doing every day. You know, I get to play on Facebook and Twitter for a living, so I enjoy what I do. I get to, make my own hours and work with the clients I want to work with.
Right now, she manages about 12 accounts, either on her computer or on her iPhone. The tweets carefully crafted and strategically executed.
I think it's just great that she can offer her assistance in teaching people how to do stuff.
Mackenzie Kelly just broke into the industry. By day, she's a county employee and volunteer firefighter.
I actually schedule tweets. It's just kind of a couple hours here, a couple hours there on the weekend.
And on her off time, she manages a handful of social media accounts.
This year, part-time, I've made about $5,500. I charge anywhere between $200 and $300 to get all the social media going for a company.
Right now, the going rate for a full-time social media manager is about $40,000. That's just to tweet and Facebook all day long.
Hi, I'm Annie Jones. This is my story. Like most single parents around the world, my mornings are pretty busy with the mad dash to get the kids out of bed, washed, dressed, and fed in time to leave for school. I love this time, though, because I know that once the stress of getting them to the school gate is over, I get to go home and start work. Now, that might sound a little strange because not a lot of people love their work, and I used to be the same, but my life has changed so drastically in the last 12 months that I now love getting back home to start work. Nowadays, work for me involves logging onto Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, reading and replying to some comments, and scheduling some posts for the day. The businesses that I do this for don't have time to do this work themselves, and it's not enough work to hire someone full-time, so they pay me to do the work for them part-time from home. The best part is that anyone who knows how to use Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube can do this work, and there are millions of businesses around the world hiring for these positions right now. A few years ago, I was heavily in debt. This was all made 10 times worse by the fact that I'm a single mom and have a young family to support. But everything changed when another mother that I just met showed me a check she had received just for posting on Facebook. I'd never met this other mother before. She was a work colleague of one of my other friends, and she made the big mistake of asking me how I was doing. When I had finished, she looked me directly in the eyes and said, "I totally understand what you're going through. I went through almost exactly the same thing myself just 6 months ago." It turns out that she had also been let go from her job, struggled to find a new one, and had hit rock bottom financially with bills piling up. She then went on to tell me that now, 6 months later, she was more financially secure than she had ever been, and that it was all thanks to Facebook. She explained that most businesses have Facebook, Twitter, and other social media accounts that they just don't have the time to manage themselves, so they pay people like her to do it for them part-time from home. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. How had I never heard of this before? She told me there are millions of businesses hiring for these positions right now. I started to get really excited and asked her a barrage of questions. She taught me everything that she knew and connected me with some employers the very same day. I had my first paid job within 24 hours. Now I was the one earning hundreds of dollars each week just playing around on Facebook and Twitter.